This week in Women in Sports, a young track star wants her name to be the next on the record board. What this reigning champ did in the offseason to prepare. And dominating on the world stage, how the University of Minnesota dance team did at the International Cheer Union World Competition and their impressive record. And the bookend to a legendary coaching career. I catch up with Wendy Kohler, one of the most winning girls basketball coaches in the state.
WCCO's Women in Sports, sponsored by Franson Bank and Trust.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Marielle Mohs, and here at WCCO, we are celebrating the highlights of female athletes in this digital segment called Women in Sports. We'll share news stories with you every week right here as we do our part to give these athletes the recognition they deserve. Well, first up, an Elk River freshman took home the state championship in girls track and field triple jump last year. But now she's looking to defend her title and break a school record along the way. I spoke with her about these big leaps she's taking this season. This was the moment freshman Shiflin Cooper proved she's the leap to beat.
It just boosted my confidence so much.
Now, as a sophomore, she's trying to stay on top in the triple jump for Elk River.
There's kind of like some pressure, though, because now I got to do it again.
She has the tools to do it.
1, 2.
Training with coach Bill Martell, who has been coaching long and triple jump at Elk River for 27 years.
Probably getting toward the end of my coaching career, I've been pretty blessed to have such a special athlete.
Shiflin focuses a lot on her pacing to hit the distance she wants.
I'm a speed jumper, so I like coming with a lot of speed for my jump, and that's how I jump further.
Now she's furthering her goals, too.
This record from Marielle Mohs, 38 1 3/4 in 2009.
Shiflin wants to break the Elk River triple jump record that's been held since the year she was born.
I just really want to jump 39 at least.
That distance is doable since she already beat it over the summer on her AAU track team.
I jumped 40'4", and that got me third place, and I was an All-American, and it was just a really nice feeling.
Her coach believes her name will be on that board next.
I tell her that she always does her best when it means the most.
Good luck to Shiflin. Well, one of the most winning girls basketball coaches in the state just announced her retirement. Wendy Kohler wrapped up her coaching career for the Alexandria girls basketball program after 40 years at the helm. In that time, she led the Cardinals to 14 state tournament appearances, including winning their only state championship in Class 3A in 1997. She recently attended Game 4 of the Wolves playoff run at Target Center, where I caught up with the legendary coach on her decision to retire.
I probably would have taken my last breath on the court, and I really didn't want to do that. So I guess it's onward now. I just think right now, the movement for women's sports is on the move nationwide. And, basketball, you look at, Paige Bueckers, Minnesota, and Caitlin Clark, and all the different things that we have going on in women's athletics right now. It's awesome to see the women being equal to their male counterparts, and I'm really privileged to be able to promote that for the last 40 years.
Wendy snagged her 1,000th win this past season. She's the second most winning girls basketball coach, behind New London Spicers head coach Mike Dreyer, who has 1,095 wins. Well, the University of Minnesota dance team are now world champions. We've been following this top-tier team on their journey to represent Team USA at the ICU World Championships. Last Friday, the U announced the Gopher squad won gold by defeating Japan and Mexico in the Pom division. They also won silver in the Jazz division. Well, the Gophers have been a dominating force. They won first place in Pom and second in Jazz at this year's national competition. Minnesota has won a total of 23 national championships, the most in the nation since 2003. The maroon and gold also represented the Team USA in 2010 and 2014. So congrats to these very talented dancers. Well, Minnesota's Paige Bueckers is officially a pro. One of the best women's basketball players to ever come out of Minnesota donned a cowboy hat with her new teammates in Dallas last week. Bueckers was the first overall pick by the Wings in the WNBA draft this year. Paige talked about her faith, the draft, and embracing Dallas.
Yeah, my faith has really grounded me. It's kept me in a place where I've been grateful for everything that's happened, that's been thrown my way. It's kept me humble to not take anything for granted, and it's just helped me enjoy the journey and be present in every single moment. It hasn't always been pretty, but we've turned it around and everything works for the greater good. And just leaning on his purpose for me, leaning on his plan for me, giving up my own understanding of life has really helped me just be in a state of peace and joy and gratitude. Yeah, obviously you don't want to take anything for granted, be entitled to anything, so you want to continue to stay motivated to work, to be in that position to get drafted. But just excited for whatever the future held, wherever I ended up, first pick, last pick, it didn't really matter to me. But now that we're here, we're in the present, we're in Dallas, super excited for the future. Talked about just being a part of a new family, being a part of a new city. Dallas is a great sports city. You can feel the love and the support already. So just to be a part of this, and there's a lot of new in this organization, so to be a part of something and build with each other, and just create a new sisterhood. I'm really excited, and also, like they were talking about, the boots, the cowboy hat, the country music, just investing all of ourselves into Dallas.
The Hopkins grad should get a warm homecoming next month. The team takes on the Lynx here in Minnesota on May 21st. And the Lynx are in the thick of training camp right now, prepping for the season ahead. 20 players are at camp this year, and the coaching staff will have to whittle that number down to 12. Head coach Cheryl Reeves says this time is really a reality check for these players to prove they're consistent on the court every time.
Like those first 3 or 4 days, it's always so interesting that the next set of days are the ones that it really starts to happen. Because you see the ones that are really starting to get it and can perform and not survive, right? We had some that were out there just surviving today, and it's not a great place to be. So performing is what we're looking for.
From the basketball court to the hockey rink, one of our pro hockey teams is celebrating their title. The Frost won the inaugural PWHL Walter Cup last season. And check out their new bling. It has the Walter Cup in the center of the ring, surrounded by 18 purple amethyst gemstones, representing their 18 wins last season. The 74 diamonds around the sides of the ring commemorate the total number of goals throughout the season. And inside the ring, it reads, "Win one game." That's the team's mantra. It also has the championship's date and the final score of 3-0. The Frosts, by the way, have not yet secured this year's playoff spot. But the league has some exciting news. They just announced a second expansion team for the 2025-26 season. Seattle will be the 8th PWHL franchise team. This was their promotional video they put on social media for the big announcement. Seattle joins Vancouver in the expansion teams for next season. And Seattle's takeover tour game saw a lot of success, drawing a crowd of over 12,000 fans, proving this is the market they want to be in. The PWHL draft for these new teams and the 6 returning will be on June 24th. And the Frosts, they scored a big win for Shelters with an assist from fans. Teammates from the Minnesota Frost delivered containers packed with personal care items to Tubman and Maplewood last week. Fans helped them collect more than 1,500 donated essentials like soap and toothpaste. The supply drive was part of Women's Empowerment Month for the Professional Women's Hockey League.
I'm from Minnesota, so anytime I get a chance to go back and kind of give back to the communities that I was able to grow up in is awesome. So really happy to be here today.
Tubman provides shelters for survivors of domestic abuse. The organization also helps those experiencing homelessness and other challenges. Well, thanks for watching this week's Women in Sports. We'll be back with many more great stories next week. I'm Marielle Mohs.